I was taking a class on sustainable development and asked this question to students in the class. What do you know by this word 3 P's? 3 P's, when people see this, everybody could understand that 3 P's means P. Now, you are watching this video, you must be guessing what is that triple P. Uh, try answering that. Yes, purchasing power parity, that is coming to your mind because that is what you have studied in economics. Anything else? Yes. In class also, people said public private partnership. But if the topic is sustainable development, now I'm giving you a clue. Before we go further in the video, giving you a clue when the topic is sustainable development and I'm talking about the management, I'm talking about the finance. So, what can be 3P? And these kind of discussions, this is definitely an objective question. I think sometime asked also in various competitive exam. But more important is if you are putting these kind of points in your answers are going to be very very unique. सिलेक्शन तो पक्का हो जाएगा. टू थर्ड एग्जाम आरबीआई की बात करूं तो डिस्क्रिप्टिव है. ओके, कमिंग टू द टॉपिक. Hello everyone, welcome to exam b for 50% faster preparation, and I am Chandraprakash Joshi. What we do at exam b, we make your preparation 50% faster by unfolding your potential. Content is there, but we need to stimulate the thoughts also when it is coming to phase 2 preparation. So I'll answer this 3P, but when the question is about sustainable development, what do you understand by this? The next very important question. If we have to write 2 lines on sustainability, just your understanding or maybe a dictionary meaning for you of the word sustainable development. Think for a while before I go to the next slide. What is sustainable development? What do you call sustainable? Some of you will call which is not causing any pollution. Some of you may think which is environment friendly. Some of you may think which is giving equitable distribution to the people. And what is equitable distribution? Why not equal distribution? On this particular word I have discussed a lot. You can answer that in comment. I'm not explaining today in this video, otherwise my class will become usually like 1 hour class. So coming to sustainable development, it has three important elements. But before these three important elements, understand the concept of it. The concept is to meet the need of the present generation without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own need. On the planet earth we have very limited resources. So limited resources does not mean only the fuel, the fossil fuel we have. वो तो हम ठीक है कार चला चला के उड़ा भी देंगे. But more important is giving the same environment, same earth to the next generation of the people so that they can also live here, prosper here, and they can also enjoy their life. Not that this generation exploit the environment, exploit the earth in a way that nothing is left for the future generation. That is what sustainable development. Many people say this is all hypocritic. Is it really? Don't you see the data? That kind of discussion happen in the class. Huh? People come out with some discussion, and this is important to have a discussion. I'm not saying everything is as good as it is presented in some of the sustainable development conferences which happen across the globe, and many of the things are also driven by agenda. Different people, different agenda, different interest. I made another video on the globalization, please go through that. So nothing is in absolute perfect, but for exam purpose, your purpose is exam, understand. When you will be in authority, when you will be in power, you will be doing lot of things. You will be also shaping the policy, but today aim is to clear the exam so that you come to that position of shaping the policy. So sustainable development, the concept is to have the resources for future generation also. It has three dimensions. Understand this three dimension, and there comes that 3P. So environment dimension, that most of you understand. Environment dimension when it comes to sustainability. Economic dimension. So without any economic progress, there is no point of having sustainable development, because the word development is also equally important here. If you see, for millions and millions year on the earth, planet earth, we have been thriving here sustainably because human beings were never being so powerful to exploit the planet earth in a way what they are doing today. So there was no point discussing sustainable when we are not in a position to disturb the equilibrium of the nature. But today we are disturbing that. So that's why we are talking about environmental protection and enhancement. When we are talking, this economic development also has to be seen. Otherwise there is no point talking to this. So if economic development is not happening, then what is the question of discussing sustainability? And the third element is the social progress, how it is well distributed across the humanity. You can say across geographies, developed countries versus underdeveloped countries. Within a country, say India, across the states, what is happening in Gujarat and Punjab versus what is happening in Bihar and Chhattisgarh and Odisha, and across the gender. You see what is happening with men folk versus women folk, across the caste. Now, finally, Indian government agreed for a caste census. So, social angles are also very, very important. Three P's is very related to this. In finance, also, you will study. I'll ask another question here so that you can remember it forever. What is the objective of a company? Think for a while. What is one primary objective of a company? Profit. Yes. Making profit for the shareholders. And mind you, there is nothing wrong in profit. My dear friend, without any profit, nothing is going to happen. There are going to be no taxes, no development, no innovation. So please don't blame profit. Money is not the root cause of all evil. I am quoting Ayn Rand here. So profit is very, very important for any company, but is that enough? So this is called, that 3P concept is also called triple triple bottom line. And now you must be able to answer this question, because when we say bottom line in finance, so bottom line is profit. See how you have to understand finance when you are studying ESI. So everything is related, and this is how you have to answer very, very well, very, very differently and uniquely in the phase two. So bottom line is, we always say, what is top line then? If there is a bottom line, there must be a top line. You have to answer all these in the comment, and if you don't know, then you have to question your preparation, right? So triple bottom line is, one thing I told you is, number one thing for any company is profit, right? Profit. And what is the second bottom line? So whether that profit is also for the people, so people are getting benefited or people are getting exploited. Suppose there is a company which exploits its worker, which is using child labor, which is actually asking the laborers to work in a carcinogenic environment. You must be knowing about many coal mines. So maybe a company which is there in the work of mining coal, or even mining diamond, but the life of the people working under the coal mine is at risk. So you have to be concerned about the people, and not only your employee, but also be concerned about the consumer. You are producing a food product, and you are using some substances which are not good for health, which are beyond permissible limit. So concern for people, not only your employee, your shareholders, but all stakeholders. There is a difference between the word stakeholder and shareholder. Every important word you have to pick up. So people is again very important. And third point is, now you know what is the third P? Planet. Planet Earth. So here, if you see with the three dimensions of the sustainability, profit is this economic aspect, people is this social aspect, and planet is this environmental aspect. Every one of us. So sustainability is whose job? Ensuring sustainability is whose job? Government of India, United Nations, or Government of United States, state government, panchayat governments, every one of us. So every one of us are responsible for creating sustainable development. There are other dimensions also of sustainable development, so we can keep on elaborating, like economic, social, environmental, in addition to this cultural, governance, technological dimension, and ethical dimension. If I start teaching all this, it will be a long class beyond the scope of the YouTube video here. And we do all this discussion at length in our descriptive classes. You are interested, you can definitely join. Otherwise also, on our YouTube we will keep providing you all this guidance. Not only I am doing this, all the faculty members are helping you cracking the exam like RBI Grade B. And this is the reason, if you see, we are compiling the list not only for last 3 years but previous years also. The number of selections are going to be in thousands now for exam like RBI and NABARD and SEBI and IRDI, NAFED, regulatory bodies, and all India financial institutions. It is your time to take action. Download the free content which is available, like Bpedia. The link is given in the description below, and utilize the demo course, which is consisting of video lessons, study notes, and practice questions. Live sessions we are doing in the course, and also we are doing in the YouTube. You have any questions? I'll be more than happy to answer. And wishing you all the best. Looking forward for unfolding your potential to make this preparation 50% faster.